First down.
Again, it's Rodgers. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll run with Harris. He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. One more time, it's Harris. Good blocking, and he's in. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Young. And that is incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. It's 2nd down.
Striker, 3-3. Cut.
Young hands it to Hubbard. The Panthers will take their first timeout. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go, set.
To throw is Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
First down for Aaron. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
30. Inside.
At the 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Rodgers. This one complete to Washington. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down. On the give, it's Harris. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
26.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth down. To the goal line and in. Scotty Miller. Touchdown Steelers.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
Boswell adds the extra point. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Young. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's still on his feet. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Cordarrelle Patterson. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the... This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. That one knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
It's a loss of 19 yards. It's now third down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. To throw, is Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is Young. Secured by the veteran Adam Thielen.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 2nd down, Young. We'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Down.
The motion man is Sanders.
Set.
On 1st down is Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Young. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. That's into the hands of T.J. Watt. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Go to 50. Yeah, Liz. Hey, Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Hey, 88. Back north. Look again.
On third down, Rodgers. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw, Young. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
At the 9-yard line.
Fight, 97. Set.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
10 cycles. Cut.
They'll run with Hubbard to the 5-yard line.
Ready, break.
Here now, second down and goal.
Here we go, set, set.
Young. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay
Previous play
officials
is under review.
indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the
So
play,
the official
ruling on the
upstairs
field is
and the
reversed.
replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Steelers 14.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Easy. Jump out!
From the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Third and long for Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10.
Set.
Now Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On play action, Rodgers. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
First down throw there is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Back to the air, it's Young. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Down.
Here's third and 2.
Ready.
Here's Young. That is caught by the tight end, Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and that will keep the score right where it is. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A pass taken in by Harris. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You can see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And this time, he's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers.
Okay, right.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Metcalf. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Give up the middle to Harris. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Over, take 30.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Back north.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Go to 50.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs. Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it. So out comes
Previous
the challenge
play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half.
Ready. Red. Cycle. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Set. Cut.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That one taken in right side by Legette. To the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. Panthers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
26.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Easy.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down. What will be... Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll try to run it with Harris. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. That's Washington, the man in motion. To throw is Rodgers. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Rodgers. In trouble, and down he goes. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Blaster, 6. Set, hut. Rail, yellow. Hut.
On 1st down is Young. He's got it. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Pinheiro on for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Steelers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Third down.
Go!
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set!
From the gun, Josh Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Going for it all. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Ready? Hut!
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And he's going to go down. The pressure. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is...
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Atlanta. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cousins looking to put it up right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing, Cousins. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Looking deep here from Mooney. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peak behind... that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And this one's incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen going to audible to a different look. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Allen. They'll dump this off to Cook.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Cook following the penalty. Able to slither by. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And brought down there by Taylor Rapp. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But it's certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Richie Grant. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner. Now Sean McDermott will throw out the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
A good call there by Sean McDermott to throw the flag. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Kirk Cousins and the offense back onto the field. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Rasul Douglas picks it. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Allen going to change this at the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're there on the kick. You've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons. Getting set for this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think. Here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
At the 22-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be upended here. Getting it out to the 25. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chain. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen now looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this 1st half. 5 catches now and a 1st down. To the air. Allen. They shakes him up, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Coleman, the man in motion right. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The kick by Bass is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this 1st half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this 1st half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Penix working out of the gun here. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Penix. And this one taken in on the right sideline. Field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the deficit will stay